Hi, my name is Shernice Lazare. I am an alum of Emerson College. I graduated in 1996 with a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and I was an acting major. Long ago, I thought I wanted to be an actress, but I got a couple of rejections and learned very quickly I did not have the skin to become an actress. At my time at Emerson, I was involved in lots of different things, obviously lots of musicals and plays. I think one of the groups that had the most impact on me was joining the Black Student Union at Emerson, as well as I was a DJ on WERS. And that definitely, I think, helped me find literally my voice. Currently, I am the head of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging for a charter school organization in Southern California. I like to say that, it sounds cliche, but I didn't find education, but education found me. Since I have been very young, my parents and grandparents have always instilled in me a love of learning and the importance of education. And I, for one, am a living witness that education has changed the trajectory of my life. And so after graduating from Emerson, I moved to New York for a very little bit, had a few rejections, as I said before, realized I didn't have the skin for it, and thought at the time I would do the next best thing, which is to become an acting teacher. So I was a drama teacher in middle school for almost 2 years, and I loved it. I loved working with students. I loved seeing them find their voice. But unfortunately, as is always the case, funding dried up for the arts, and I was essentially laid off and didn't have a job anymore. But I realized I really enjoyed working with young people. So I decided to go back, and I went back to graduate school in Southern California. And after graduating, I started teaching. And I taught in classrooms from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade, so elementary and middle school, for almost 15 years. And it continues to be some of the most rewarding work that I've ever done. I like to think that, I changed some lives along the way, and my life was changed. After teaching for that long, I was given an opportunity. I did some coaching, and then I was given an opportunity almost 10 years ago to found a school. And so I helped to start a charter school in the Bay Area here in California and got to lead that school, was on the leadership team, and did a lot of work, particularly in curriculum and instruction, for almost 8 years. And leading a school was, again, equally rewarding, but also during COVID really took a toll. Took a step back and decided, what do I want to do next in my life? And had an opportunity to return back to Southern California to work at an organization where my daughter actually went to school, to be their head of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And so that's the role that I have right now. I like to think I've been doing DEIB work my entire life. I am a Black woman, and because of that, I have no choice but to do DEIB work. And I was really intentional as a classroom teacher, as a school leader, to make sure that I was hopefully creating inclusive spaces where all students, all families, all staff members felt like they belonged. And now I have the privilege and opportunity to do that with about 8 campuses around the Los Angeles area, and supporting our principals and other school leaders, other regional leaders, to really think systemically about what we're doing in our schools to ensure that we are making sure that folks feel valued, that folks feel heard, that the curriculum is really reflecting the rich diverseness of our students and our families. And it's work that I feel really deeply passionate about, and I get a lot of energy from it. It can be draining at times, particularly, again, as a Black woman in this work. I need to make sure that I am not only sustaining others, but sustaining myself in this work. I don't know if I've achieved balance yet, but I definitely have come to a place where I learn my limits and I set really healthy boundaries. When I'm at work, I'm at work. When I am at home, whether it's with my daughter or with my friends, I really try to be present in those moments and try to give 100% to those two sides of myself. All the good stuff. I try to sleep and eat right and work out to really try to keep myself healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually to continue to do this work. I've had many, many proud moments in my life. And yeah, thank you for listening. I really appreciate being able to share my story. I think of my time fondly at Emerson those many years ago, and I hope I've made you all proud. All right, have a great day. Bye.